What is up, Axie fam? As you can see, the background changed again, and that's because I'm in Lisbon. I'm actually came here to visit a friend, and I'm gonna be visiting and talking to Zayori. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone here knows who Zayori is, but let's get down to the video here. So, I think you guys remember that I made this huge video where I manually made a huge Excel spreadsheet where I had all of the top 100 teams, and I categorized them by price. Well, that was really dumb because now there's a website that pretty much does that automatically, and I really want to share this site with you guys. I have no idea who built this, but these guys are awesome because this is one of the best Axie websites I've seen in a pretty decent time. So yeah, basically here you can see that we have a team here that is a dusk bird and a plant. I guess I'll try and take a look. Yeah, I don't like it when I click. It doesn't create another tab, but you know, no one's perfect, and I'm pretty sure that's something they can improve. And I don't have a mouse right now, so this is super clunky, guys. I really apologize. But yeah, basically this team, it costs 700 USD, and it has a pretty standard plant here. So these are all of the genes, and is a cactus series pumpkin carrot with a lagging tiny turtle snail shell tiny caterpillar with bird parts, by the way. I'm sorry, with aqua parts. So it's it's relatively fast, and on top of it we have a double talk bird. So I actually really like this. So we have this Terminator, this Dust Terminator, there's in the middle. You have a double talk bird, and there you go. That is a possible team that you can get right now. And what is the MMR here? So this guy is ranked 309, Fernando, with 2.9k MMR. This is so cool. Like, this is one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time. And you can even click here and just buy the Axie right now, which is crazy. Let's see what shows up here. So yeah, 0.06 for this plant. It is a 3.7 breed. I guess they just get the cheapest one that shows up that also has the same stats. So that is pretty cool. We can also see the the damage and the shield here. By the way, I want to say this right in the beginning of the video because people do eventually drift off. You're probably going to open this site and close the video right now. But before I close this video, I really think you should donate to these guys. There you go. There's the donation button right there. I really feel like this is a website worth donating because it's so good. Like, you can look at a ton of different possibilities of axies. So this one is a little bit more expensive, for instance. Let's check this one out and see what is it about. So I can already see this is a tank with a yam, and I think it has rosebud. Interesting. Oh, wait, am I crazy? No, it doesn't have rosebud. So yeah, it's a leafbug series pumpkin yam. Pretty standard boy right here. Then we have an Caesar Tiny Turtle Tri-Spike Stormy. Yeah, I wish we could actually see the cards though, because that's kind of like, I know what those cards are, but maybe you guys watching don't know. But I guess I can click buy now and we would be able to see. And this one is pretty much a standard Terminator. It's a Dust Terminator that has a bird part. So also a really good one. And there you go. So this is what we're dealing with right here. It's a Tri-Spikes in Caesar Tiny Turtle Tiny Caterpillar. Awesome. I mean, 800 bucks. 800 bucks, and you can get a, what is the rank of this guy? A rank 198 team. This is like by far one of the coolest websites I've ever seen. And the list goes on. You can actually sort by a maximum amount of dollars you want to spend. You can also like select sort by lowest price, highest price. And here's the thing, a lot of people right now would be with the mindset that this is a good video and a good website if you want to play PvP and you want to find a good team, and that is true. But this is it goes even further that this is the easiest way for you to know what are good axies to breed. Alright, because here's the thing. Here we can sort by lowest price, which is usually what most people would do, but we can sort by highest price. Alright, so what are the high priced axies that these really good players are using that you could start breeding right the freaking now? And this is really what I think is amazing about this. Now, there's one thing that I want to talk about, because this is actually a feature, you know, having all of the top players parsed and then be able to categorize the axies that they have is something that we wanted to include in our bot for a long time, and we will do that. I do feel like they do a better job than we'll ever do, but there's one thing that this website doesn't have, and it doesn't really talk about liquidity. So if you want to be a player, you know, liquidity doesn't matter that much. You're just gonna buy that team and you're gonna grind, you know, for a month, maybe 2 months, and hopefully you're gonna get your money back. Even if you don't get your money back, you can still sell the axies, yada yada yada. Now, if you want to breed, just going for highest price axies here could be a mistake. Now, maybe it's not a mistake, maybe it is. Like, let's look at this guy, for instance, 4.5 Ethereum. Do you guys really think you're gonna breed this guy and you're gonna be printing 4 Ethereum every time? I'm gonna tell you guys, it's probably not gonna happen. Maybe you can still sell it for 0.5, you know, that's a shitload of money. But, you know, especially when you get to this higher tiered and price axis, people just meme. They're like, alright, I'm playing with this axie, everyone knows I'm good, and everyone is looking at me because I'm in the highest echelon of axie players, so I'm just gonna put 4 Ethereum here, and if someone buys it, I mean, great, I'll use that 4 Ethereum to buy another one, or to breed the same axie, or to just completely change my team. It doesn't matter, it's 4 Ethereum, it's a lot of money. All that to say, let's take a look here. So that's a rosebud toothless bite. Oh, this guy's so pretty, actually. It has rosebud. Okay. So does a lot of damage, but also heals. Has decent shield. Yeah, I mean, this is an awesome axie. This is like actually an awesome axie. I mean, you can just come here. And it's really easy, because obviously you gotta be careful. Like, you shouldn't get baited by the price point that much. You know, this is not worth 4 Ethereum. You know, maybe it's worth 4 Ethereum now that there's 3 axies in the world that have that skill set. But if you breed 30 of those axies, they're not gonna be worth that much anymore. They're gonna be worth, I don't know, 0.3, which could still be a lot of money. But, you know, don't go out of your way and pay 2 Ethereum in 2 parents, thinking that, oh, I'm gonna you know, make 4 Ethereum each kid, so it's still gonna be worth it, because it might not be worth it. So yeah, this is really good for you to get creative, for you to understand and figure out exactly what sort of axies you should be breeding, if you're into that. If you know, if you do like to get out of the box and not necessarily just breed a farm. And our bot can actually help you get to those axies. I mean, I have tons of videos about that, but basically, like, the way you would go about breeding something like this is you would use our bot, and you would separate your skills by so basically, like, this has 4 skills, right? And if you try to look for the same axie, it's gonna be super expensive in the market. But you can look for 3 of the 4 skills, and you use our bot, and you look for the 4 combinations of 3 skills that this axie has. So it would be Furball, Toothless Bite, Grass Snake, Furball, Rosebud, Grass Snake, Furball, Rosebud, Toothless Bite. You know, you get the idea. And you would find good combinations of axies, and then eventually we would find the 2 best ones, because we have a calculator where you add the 2 axies that you want, and it will tell you whether it's a good breed or it's not a good breed. We are about to launch a feature where you just input 4 skills that you want, and the bot will find the whole market and tell you whether, you know, whether the 2 cheapest ones or the 2 relative cheap ones that give you like a huge chance of getting those axies. And that's going to be coming out in the next week or so. So stay tuned for that. But until that, you know, you can still use this site. You can still just use your brain in your Excel spreadsheet and make a lot of money, or make yourself a really good team, or even make your scholars good teams by spending the least amount of money possible. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a good one, and bye.